If you're following along, we'll start reading on page 79. Victory. Defeat of an enemy or opponent. Triumph. He really didn't see the problem. He was accustomed to victory after victory, and the idea of defeat never occurred to him. By John Flanagan, from The Battle for Scandia. Even though the goddess Victoria was tiny, her power was immense. Victoria always accompanied Minerva, the goddess of wisdom and war, and she was so little that she could fit into Minerva's hand. Sometimes, when Minerva was on her way to a battle, she would scoop up Victoria in her hand and carry her. But most of the time, the little goddess sped along by herself, her wings beating so fast that they were nearly invisible. As soon as she reached a battleground, Victoria set to work. First, she flew to one side and listened in on the conversations of the generals and the soldiers. Then she hastened to the other side to hear their talk and reasons for war. Only when she fully understood who fought for a fair and just cause did she act. Then she quickly dove down and guided the horses and the spears of the men she championed, making sure they won. Sometimes other gods and goddesses would become involved in war by helping their favorite heroes. They didn't care who was fighting for a just cause, so if Victoria was absent, it was impossible to be certain which side would win. Only when Victoria was present at the battle would the righteous side be sure to triumph. If Victoria was with them, the soldiers could always feel it. Their bodies grew stronger, their thinking became sharper, and their strategy improved. With her help, a small army could conquer a larger one. Upon returning from war, the triumphant generals and warriors always offered thanksgiving and sacrifices to tiny Victoria. And so, in time, her name became synonymous with winning, and not just on the battlefield, but in every kind of competition. Victoria is the Roman name for the Greek goddess Nike, and Minerva is what they called the Greek goddess Athena. The Greeks loved these two goddesses so much that they named their capital city, Athens, after Athena, and placed statues of Nike all along the city walls to ensure their triumph in every battle and contest. Did you take good notes as we were reading? Remember, you can always pause the video or even go back and replay listening to the text so that you can have time to add notes to your chart. Your detective skills and good note-taking will help us create good questions. These questions can drive our investigation into the mystery of the myth Victory. I'm curious about what notes you added to your chart. I'll share some of my notes with you, but remember, your notes don't have to look like mine. As long as your ideas come from what you read in the text, you're right on track. You can pause the video at any time if you'd like to add any of my notes to your chart. First, as we read, I noticed that not only was Victoria the goddess of war and wisdom, but she was tiny and traveled in Minerva's hand. She could also fly. So I added these details to my read column. These details made me think that she was small but still powerful. I added this to the think column. All of these details made me wonder, how did she guide the horses and spears in battle? I added this question to the wonder column. Pause the video if you'd like to make any changes to your chart. You can resume the video when you're ready to move on.